Pop music is like the ultimate Trojan horse. You get people to dance, you get people to sing along, you can say whatever you want. Shit's powerful.
Weeknd is a Canadian singer, producer, songwriter, and actor. Mysterious and original, in a very short time he has earned huge popularity all over the world. His work is filled with dark romanticism and melancholic lyrics that he draws from his own life. Watch this video to get a closer look at the main contender for the title of King of Pop.
I'm running the show now.
The Weeknd, how the music idol lives and what he spends his millions on. The star was born on February 16, 1990 in the Canadian metropolis of Toronto, Ontario. The parents of the future star, Makonnen and Sam Rawit, were immigrants. They came to Canada from Ethiopia, where civil war was raging at the time. At birth, the future star was named Abel Makonnen Tesfaye, but people usually call him Abel Tesfaye. The relationship between mother and father was not ideal, and shortly after the move, Makonnen abandoned his wife and young child. To feed her son, the woman had to work day and night, and the boy's grandmother had to take care of him. Thanks to her, Abel retained a close connection to his historic homeland, as well as its traditions and language. The family lived in Scarborough, one of the most disadvantaged areas, which led to the boy dabbling in pot at the age of 11. And by the age of 17, he was completely out of control, doing petty theft and taking hard substances. At 17, he dropped out of school and rented an apartment with his buddy Lamar Taylor, who later became his creative director. They spent days doing nothing and listening to music. Abel's idols were Michael Jackson, Prince, and R. Kelly. He dreamed of one day creating his own band and realizing himself in music. At the same time, he wrote lyrics, tried to find like-minded people, and earn his place in the sun. In 2009, he posted the track Do It under his own name on YouTube, but it didn't have a big impact on the public. Having recovered a little after a reckless life, the guy got a job at an American apparel retail store and in the evenings performed in nightclubs under the names The Noise and Kincaid. At one of these performances, he got a lucky break by being introduced to musician and producer Jeremy Rose. He liked the sound and manner of Abel's performance and offered to record 3 tracks together, which were posted online under a mysterious pseudonym made of a set of X's and O's. This original name had to be abandoned soon after, as it was extremely difficult to pronounce, let alone remember, and the young man decided to take the stage name The Weeknd in honor of the days of his youth, which at some point turned into one continuous weekend for him. However, Rose claims that the name was his idea, but there is a twist. There was already a band with the same name in Canada, so the singer deliberately removed one letter, which, on the one hand, legally protected him from accusations of plagiarism, and on the other hand, made it sound exactly as it was intended. Despite the fact that the debut tracks attracted the attention of the internet community, Abel and Jeremy Rose soon parted ways. At the same time, the singer met several people with whom he had a successful collaboration. First and foremost, they are Wasim Slaby and Amir Esmailian, who helped the young artist to establish his own music label, XO, and record his first mixtape, House of Balloons. It was released on March 21, 2011, and instantly gathered an army of fans. The Weeknd's work was highly appreciated by rapper and producer Drake, which began their close collaboration and friendship. In August of the same year, Abel released the second mixtape Thursday, and in December, the third one, Echoes of Silence. These would later be combined into the Trilogy compilation.
It's getting faded too long, got me on this Rolling Stone.
His signature style, based on the fusion of seemingly incompatible elements such as crude and cynical lyrics and a soulful, pure, almost heavenly voice, made the artist's image unique and memorable. In his desire to bring everything to perfection, began to take dance lessons and carefully work on his performances so that the audience would get the best possible show. In 2012, the musician went on a US tour, covering several major European festivals along the way. After returning, he started recording his debut studio album and in the fall of 2013 released the CD Kissland.
I know you want your money. Yeah.
As the singer himself stated, he was inspired by classic Hollywood movies and a trip to Japan where he was amazed by the local culture. On the cover of the CD, the musician appeared with long dreadlocks, thus referencing the image of the famous artist Jean-Michel Basquiat. The star's popularity grew by leaps and bounds, giving him the opportunity to work in projects with the world's top performers. Thus, he toured with Justin Timberlake and took part in the creation of the soundtrack to the movie The Hunger Games: Catching Fire. He recorded the song Elastic Heart with singer Sia and DJ Diplo and a solo song called Devil May Cry. In 2014, Abel remixed Beyoncé's single Drunk in Love and released the song Love Me Harder together with Ariana Grande. In December, he released the single Earned It, which became the soundtrack to the controversial movie 50 Shades of Grey. The single was nominated for an Oscar for Best Original Song for the movie and also won one of the 3 possible Grammy Awards for Best R&B Performance. A music video was created for the song, and it was directed by the hit movie's director, Sam Taylor Johnson. In 2015, this song was included in the album Beauty Behind the Madness, along with such huge hits as The Hills and Can't Feel My Face. The record was a huge success, immediately topping the charts in the US, Canada, Europe, Australia, and New Zealand. The influential music magazine Rolling Stone defined the record in the top 5 released that year, and at the Grammy ceremony, it received an award in the category Best Progressive R&B Album. Incidentally, the story of the album's creation is quite remarkable. The thing is that the former home of Marilyn Monroe was rented as a recording studio. This made a huge impression on Abel, and the work on the record was carried out in admiration of the great actress and was immersed in a romantic vibe. In addition, the music arrangements feature a noticeable influence of Michael Jackson from the days of the albums Thriller and Bad. The Weeknd's work became more mainstream in terms of sound, but the gloomy and depressive vibe was retained. The artist's personal life is also full of events, which are enthusiastically followed by a huge number of people. It is reported that for some time, he dated Polish makeup artist and stylist Alice Ustinova, and in March 2015, for the first time publicly admitted that he is in a relationship with American supermodel of Palestinian Dutch descent, Bella Hadid. The young people were acquainted before, so The Weeknd tried to get the girl to work on his album cover, knowing that she's pretty good at drawing. On that occasion, Bella refused. The starting point of their love was a meeting at one of the Hollywood parties. Then the couple went to the iconic Coachella Music Festival, and in December, the girl appeared in Abel's video for the song In the Night. The star gave his beloved a Yorkshire Terrier puppy for her birthday and met her sister Gigi Hadid. Soon, the couple were walking the carpet at the Grammy Awards, showing their love to the world and sharing their passionate confessions on social media and on the pages of fashion magazines. However, their happiness did not last long, and the couple's relationship cracked. The singer's busy schedule was to blame because he couldn't spend much time with Bella. Another jab for her was the news that they will not be able to spend Christmas vacation together because Abel had to work on his new album. Gradually, the distance between the celebrities became more and more obvious, and the media wrote about the breakup. In addition to his solo work, The Weeknd has also collaborated with fellow musicians including Travis Scott, Kanye West, and Beyoncé. Abel's voice can be heard in her track 6 Inch. In 2016, The Weeknd released his new album, Starboy, and changed his image again, cutting off his famous dreadlocks. The record featured guest appearances from Lana Del Rey, Future, Kendrick Lamar, and French duo Daft Punk. And director Grant Singer made a 12-minute short film featuring the tracks All I Know, Sidewalks, Secrets, Die For You, and others. The same director worked on the Starboy video.
I'm a starboy.
The music video for the song False Alarm, which was created for Abel by Russian film director Ilya Naishuller, became a sensation, as it is a violent action film shot in the first person.
It's a false alarm to me. She's a false alarm.
Starboy won a Grammy for Best Progressive R&B Album. Meanwhile, The Weeknd performed at a Victoria's Secret fashion show and toured Europe, North and South America. In 2017, paparazzi spotted the musician with singer and actress Selena Gomez. In February 2017, the couple arranged a romantic vacation in Italy. A visit to Florence and Venice cost them $250,000, with the largest share of the budget being the rent of a private jet. The young couple spent the rest of the money on luxury hotels, delicacies, individual tours, and limousine rentals. In April, they were together at the Coachella Festival, and in May, they debuted on the Met Gala carpet. However, a few months later, it was reported that his relationship with Gomez did not work out. After that, Abel was spotted with model Giovanna Ventura, but soon returned to Bella Hadid. They appeared together in public and posted joint pictures on social media. The musician tried his best to return Hadid's affection, and to celebrate her birthday, he literally showered her with compliments and declarations of love. The young man was so convincing that he melted the heart of even Bella's mother, who had previously sharply opposed their relationship. In 2018, the musician contributed to the soundtrack of the movie Black Panther by recording the track Pray For Me with Kendrick Lamar. He soon released the mini-album My Dear Melancholy, which was marked by the standout track Call Out My Name.
So call out my name.
On its first day of release, the EP was listened to 26 million times on Apple Music. In addition, in April 2018, the man made his first headliner appearance at the Coachella Festival, and in the summer, he launched his radio show. In 2019, the artist appeared as himself in the movie Uncut Gems. Notably, he subsequently took part in the voicing of episodes of the animated series American Dad, Robot Chicken, and The Simpsons. In November of the same year, Abel released two successful singles at once. The first is the super hit Blinding Lights, which was not only used in the Mercedes advertising campaign, but also set a record for the duration of being in the Billboard Hot 100 Top 10 chart, in which it stayed for a year. The second is the song Heartless, which, according to rumors, was dedicated to Bella Hadid because in August, the couple broke up again. According to the official version, the reason was because they were tired of each other, but insiders claim that it happened because of the singer's busy schedule and lack of attention from his side. Given the tight schedule of albums and concert tours, the girls' claims are quite understandable because in February 2020, The Weeknd announced the release of the next album, accompanying it with an intensive marketing campaign. Immediately after the release of the album, After Hours soared to the top of the charts and received the title of the most streamed R&B album of all time. The Weeknd's image during the After Hours era is inspired by the 70s, in particular the sci-fi comedy Poor Devil, the protagonist of which wears a bright red suit. The musician himself said that he played a man who feels out of place and tries to console himself by succumbing to all temptations. In the videos, his character gambles in casinos, takes illegal substances, gets into fights, and commits crimes. After the album's release, Abel made a number of collaborations with other artists and began preparations for his American Super Bowl halftime show, which took place on February 7, 2021. Maintaining the image of the coolest guy in the industry, he spent approximately $7 million to implement his ideas. As a result, while the players were resting at halftime, the musician performed several of his hits, becoming the first Canadian to headline the sporting event and generating a wave of memes in the process. In between, he was seen having dinner with Angelina Jolie, which led to rumors that they were having an affair. However, neither Jolie or Tesfaye have commented on that encounter. The singer's acquaintances claim that there is still a connection between him and the Hollywood diva, but it is purely speculative. According to them, Jolie is his inspiration and muse. As if to confirm these claims, the artist's fifth studio album titled Down FM was released in 2022. In particular, the song Here We Go Again contains lines about his new girlfriend being a movie star.
My new girl, she a movie star.
The album as a whole turned out to be successful, and it was highly praised by critics. The singer himself called the concept of the record a journey through darkness to light, and the style of performance contains elements of dance and synthpop, in which funk and electronic dance music are skillfully woven. Interestingly enough, musician Tyler the Creator and hip-hop idol Lil Wayne participated in the production, and the voices of Jim Carrey, Quincy Jones, and Josh Softy are also featured. The sound is somewhat similar to the work of 80s stars like Depeche Mode and Duran Duran. The cover artwork is also interesting. It shows a very aged Abel, slightly illuminated from behind by a beam of light. Recently, the musician has been working hard, releasing remixes, compilations, as well as participating in the work of other star musicians. As for the personal life of the singer, he, as usual, keeps quiet about it, although there are rumors about his relationship with Chantel Jeffries or with socialite Simi Khadra. By a strange coincidence, many of the musician's girlfriends are exes of singer Justin Bieber, which the tabloids never get tired of joking about. As of today, Abel Tesfayer's fortune is estimated at $300 million. In 2017, Forbes magazine labeled him as the top of the list of the highest paid young celebrities as he earned $92 million that year. For comparison, Taylor Swift made $44 million during the same period. The income of the star comes not only from the release of his albums and concert activity, as he owns a label called XO, and also gladly signs advertising contracts, for example, with Marvel Corporation and manufacturers of electronic cigarettes. Abel is an ambassador for Apple Music and has been the face for the Puma brand. As part of his collaboration with the brand, he has participated in the creation of collections and opened several retail stores. This is not the singer's only collaboration in the fashion world. He worked with the famous fashion designer Alexander Wang, releasing several capsule collections with him. The Weeknd has also worked with mass-market giant H&M. However, their partnership didn't work out as the musician terminated his contract in 2018 due to the racial scandal the brand was involved in. The Weeknd also owned shares in cybersports company Overactive Media Group. In 2020, he became a partner of the second-largest financial holding company in Canada, Toronto Dominion Bank, and in 2021 took the position of a member of the board of directors of the platform Autograph NFT, owned by one of the best football players in history, Tom Brady. Interestingly enough, the singer donates part of his income to charity. Keeping his ethnic roots close to his heart, he helps the people of Ethiopia, investing in medicine and education. With his income, Abel can afford a lot of things. Thus, his real estate portfolio now includes a luxurious mansion in Bel Air, Los Angeles. According to the media, in 2021, he paid $70 million for this property. The cost of the property is high even for spoiled Los Angeles residents, so the acquisition received a lot of media attention. There is indeed something to envy. The 32,000 square foot mansion includes spacious living rooms, kitchen dining room with access to the backyard, and an indoor spa complex with a swimming pool. There is another pool, several recreational areas, a tennis court, and a private mini waterfall. The property was previously owned by Dutch media mogul Reinout Erlemans and his wife. The couple bought the home in 2015 for $12.4 million and have renovated it affectionately over the years, furnishing it with superb furniture and inviting the best experts to work on the design. They did not plan to sell their beautiful mansion, however, they were approached by Abel's agent and convinced to show it to the singer. Most likely, the last argument was the mind-blowing amount offered by the buyer. The real amount for Tesfayer's search for a new home was another transaction. Previously, he owned a villa in Hidden Hills, California, which he bought for $18 million and put on sale for $25 million. Inside, there are 9 bedrooms, 11 bathrooms, office, wine cellar, kitchen, dining room, and several living rooms in white interiors. Almost a year later, the house was bought by Madonna for $20 million, and The Weeknd started thinking about buying a new place to live. In December 2019, Abel purchased a $21 million penthouse in Los Angeles overlooking the Beverly Hills Country Club. Owning such real estate is expensive. The utility bill alone is $6,800 a month. The interior of the apartment on the 18th floor is made in a modern style, with high ceilings, designer lighting, walnut wood panels, and panoramic windows, and decorated with original art objects. Prior to permanently settling in the City of Angels, The Weeknd, together with Bella Hadid, rented a 3-story penthouse in New York, which cost the couple $60,000 a month. The star's car fleet is also worthy of attention. The total value of the collection is approximately $2.5 million. He owns super expensive and modern cars of elite brands. Electric car Mercedes-Benz EQC, the cost of which starts from $70,000. Classic model Porsche Carrera 911 G Series, presumably 1987, estimated at more than $75,000. brand new off-roader Mercedes G650, the initial price of which is almost $150,000, another Mercedes Roadster, and a Cadillac Escalade. The musician is most of all proud of the luxury Bentley Mulsanne, worth over $300,000, the orange supercar Lamborghini Aventador, worth almost $520,000, and the British hypercar McLaren P1, which, by the way, appeared in the video for the song Starboy. The price tag of this vehicle is $1.5 million. The media also report that Weeknd owns a Bugatti Veyron sports car. Abel's creative journey is as beautiful and fast-paced as his cars. He is not afraid to try new personas and change. Thus, in May 2023, the musician decided to abandon his stage name in favor of his real one. In a recent interview, he said that the album, which is currently being worked on, is likely to be the last under the nickname The Weeknd. In June of this year, a series called The Idol started, where Abel played the role of a cult leader and also acted as a producer and scriptwriter.
Creative direction sucks with Jocelyn.
I don't disagree.
You don't disagree? You're the creative director. What do you mean you don't disagree? What is it with this industry? Everybody hates what they do.
Welcome to the music business, yeah.
The project has been under development since 2021, and in 2022, the musician performed one of the soundtrack songs at Coachella, once again heading the festival. Abel's perfectionism led to the series being reshot, as the musician did not like that the story focused too much on a female character. As a result, critics who were the first to watch the story about the underside of the music business at the Cannes Film Festival trashed the series, calling it disgusting and sexist. However, that seems to be exactly what Abel was trying to achieve. He said the work is designed to entertain and make people laugh and make some people angry. There are also plans for a Trey Edward Schultz project in which Weeknd will serve as producer, co-writer, and of course play the lead role. His co-star will be the incomparable Jenna Ortega. The title of the project and details of the plot are still kept secret. The Weeknd is a young, talented, and very promising musician who is already the idol of millions. He was a slacker with a serious drug addiction, an underground musician who hid his face, and now he is considered the main pop artist of our time. Even at the dawn of his popularity, he was compared to Michael Jackson, calling him the new pop king. Do you agree with this comparison?
Oh, you can sing.
If you liked the video, leave a like and subscribe to the channel so you don't miss anything interesting.